Greetings! Well, it's been a while since I did my last sword fighting instruction video, with the century drill. My version of the century drill, first created by Duke Radnor of Guildmore. If you haven't seen those videos, I suggest you watch those. I'm sure they will be very educational and help you increase and improve your fighting. So anyway, I'm here today because for the last couple of months I've been doing a little bit of a workout where I first start with weightlifting, a little bit of weight training, and then I come out and I beat on my pell for a little while. And I thought I'd, show you how I do it because, for me it seems to have, been helpful. I think I've been losing a little bit of weight. Definitely helped make me stronger, give me a little more endurance, more energy, and it's helped make me a little bit of a better fighter. So I thought I'd show you how I do it. Now, what I first start off with is weight training. I basically have a pair of 15-pound dumbbells. And I basically work the upper body muscles, the pecs, the deltoids, the triceps, biceps, the wrist flexors and muscles, that control the fingers and the forearm, the rhomboids and trapezius in the upper back, and the latissimus dorsi under the arm. And I do a few crunches to work the abdominals. Now, what I want to caution you on is if you've never done any kind of weight training, don't just buy a set of weights and just start training. Do some research. Find out the correct way to do the exercises so that you're not hurting yourself when you do that. Okay? Like for instance, to give you a little bit of advice, what I was taught was when you're doing weight training, you of course want to keep your back as straight as possible, so you're not hurting your back when you're lifting the weights. Also, when you're lifting the weight up, you want to inhale, and then as you're letting the weight down, you want to exhale. So basically, it's 1, 2, 3, like that. That's just what I was taught. But do some research before you start weight training so that you know exactly how to do the exercises so you're not hurting yourself. Okay? So, that's my advice. Alright, the second half of the workout is, like I said, I come out to my pell or pells and I just do a little pell work. I beat on it for a little bit. Now, after I do a little bit of stretching, to loosen my body up, so I don't hurt myself, I like to do a little bit of a workout, warm-up. So I first start with what I call the Florentine Four Strike. And for those of you that have seen my century drill videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, let me demonstrate. Basically, stand in front of your pell, feet side by side, parallel. What you want to do is look at the face of the pell. It's also designed to help help you learn to use your peripheral vision. And I'm right-handed, so I start with a strike to the right side of the head, and then strike to the left leg. Then, with my left hand, strike to the left side of the head, and strike to the right leg. And I just keep going like that until I've hit the pell 100 times. So basically, 50 times with the right hand and 50 times with the left hand. I then do another exercise for a warm-up. It's what I call the 10 strike exercise. Again, if you've seen my century drill videos, you know what I'm talking about. But let me demonstrate if you don't. Now you notice that my pell is divided up into 3 sections. It's really 4 sections. Head. This is supposed to represent the upper arm. This is supposed to represent the torso, like under the arm. And this is the legs, of course. And so what I'll do is you'll get in your stance, your basic fighting stance. And it starts with 1 to one side of the head, 2 other side of the head, 3 arm, 4 other arm, 5 torso, 6 other side of the torso, 7 leg, 8 other side of the leg, 9 to the top of the head, and 10 a thrust to the chest. Now, of course, as you're doing the strikes, in the SCA, what we do is we'll rotate our hips, basically rotating our body, like so. And so it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And I'll do that 5 times with my right arm and 5 times with my left arm for the purpose of working them both equally so that I can use a weapon just as effectively right-handed or left-handed. So I'll do that for the workout, warm-up. And then what I do is I notice that I'm not very good at greatsword fighting. I rarely use my greatsword, so I'm not very good at it. And I really don't know any blocks or maneuvers or whatever for greatsword. But the only thing I really know about how to use a greatsword is, other than the fact that you beat your opponent with this really long blade, is the handle works like a lever. Basically, the hand at the top of the handle is like the pivot point, and the end of the handle is the lever. So this hand works as a pivot point, and this hand works the lever back and forth. So as you're swinging, you push with this hand, basically guiding it where you want it to go, and you pull with this. So works like that. Now, of course, with some practice, you'll eventually learn to move your hands in sync as you strike. All right. So what I first start off with is I do a variation of the 4 strike exercise. And so basically, it works like this. First, start off with right hand. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. And I'll do that 50 times. And I'll hit the pell 50 times. Then I'll switch hands. Now the left hand is working the pivot point, and the right hand works the lever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. The next exercise that I do is I'll come over here to this pell. Basically 2 tires hanging from a rope. It's what I call my random target pell, because as you hit it, of course, it moves around, and also the tires rotate. You're supposed to hit it along the outer side. So of course, you don't want to hit the flat side, you want to hit that side. So as it spins around, you can't, you're having to wait for each target to open up. So it's a little more like fighting a real person than with that pell. So what I do is I start with basically doing downward shots. And I'll do it 50 times right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and left-handed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Then I switch back to my right hand, and I'll do horizontal shots. Again, I'll do 50, but I divide it between the top one and the bottom one. So it's like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, with this exercise, you're not really trying to hit, the outer edge, just hitting the target. Just hit the tires. And I switch, and I do it another 50 times. This left-handed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. Then I'll do it reverse. So now instead of hitting from this side, I'm hitting from this side with my right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And left hand. 6, 7, 8. Like so. Of course, those are designed to, not intended for any specific technique, just to help strengthen your arms and help you move easier when you're doing downward shots and side shots, and of course pulling, swinging back and forth, hitting on both sides. I then come back to this pell, and I do a slight variation of the 10 strike. Instead I do the 9 strike. It basically works just like the 10 strike. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I stop it right there because I have a separate thrusting exercise that I'll do right after. And so I'll do that 5 times, so 50 hits, or almost 50 hits, right-handed, and then left-handed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like so. Then I'll do thrusting exercise. So basically, and I like to divide it up between the face, which of course in SCA fighting you're not supposed to hit your opponent very hard in the face. So really it would just be like a light tap. Just enough for them to feel it, but not enough to, thrust their head back and, injure their neck. So face, chest, stomach. And of course with chest and stomach you can hit a little harder than that than with the face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And I'll do that 50 times right-handed and 50 times left-handed. I then end with what I call the 1 minute frenzy. And so basically, I'll just come over here and just beat on this pell for 1 minute. 1 minute straight. It's intended, of course, to help build endurance, because you're constantly hitting the pell for 1 whole minute. You're really not supposed to stop in between. So let me demonstrate. Of course, if you don't have a timer, if you can't keep time, then what I'll sometimes do is I'll just keep hitting it, and I'll try to keep track of how many hits I make until I hit it 100 times. All right? So let me just show you a quick little demonstration. Of course, I'm not going to go a full minute, but here we go. Yeah, like so. And again, that's to help build endurance. And it's also a good workout. And then finally, well, also I finally do Florentine again, and I'll basically do the 1 minute frenzy again, Florentine. So basically. Like so. So now, it gives you 2 1 minute strenuous exercises that really help to get your heart pumping and burn fat. And then finally, I end with the Florentine Four Strike as just a way to kind of calm down, So finally, at the very end, it's just kind of wind down, kind of help, it keeps your body moving. I guess while your heart is, while your heart and your breathing are slowing down until you're in a resting state. And of course, I'll do that again, hitting it 100 times. So that's my workout that I've been doing for the last couple of months. And like I said, it has actually, been useful. It's helped. After doing it for 3 days in a row, and then resting for a day, and then I went to fighter practice the next day. I fought one of my friends with greatsword, and both he and I saw, a slight improvement in my ability to fight greatsword. I seemed to have a little more endurance. I seemed to be able to move better, swing the sword more easily. And it just seemed like it was, an improvement. So, and ever since then, I seem to have been improving. So it helps. At the very least, it helps burn fat. Helps you lose weight. And like I said, increase your endurance and your energy, and just it's a great all-around workout. So that's my workout. And again, it might be a while before I do another sword fighting instructional video, but until then, so long for now.